Welcome back to our tutorial on how to create a scientific article in LaTeX. If you flip through our document, you see that we've already covered nearly everything that is needed for a typical article. We have a title page, abstract, some text, equations, figures, labeling, and we just discussed how to create tables. And now one important thing is missing, however. So what does every scientific article or scholarly work need? We need a few references. We have to cite a few other people. So we have to understand how we refer to other papers and include a bibliography and all this. So I will introduce here a new section and name it references and bibliography. So every good scientific text needs some references. Okay, I wrote my first sentence here and now I would like to cite someone. How do I do this? There's two commands that you will have to introduce here in the text. And they are usually introduced, you can introduce them wherever you want, but usually the reference list is at the end of the text. And so we should introduce it there. And this is bibliography style. This tells LaTeX how the references are to be displayed. And then we need the bibliography. Bibliography tells LaTeX where the references are stored. So there's two options. The traditional is that your references will be stored in a bibtec file. And this is uploaded here to your project, or is usually in your project folder or somewhere on your computer. So we have this already. We have uploaded a bibtec file with the project, and if we click on it, we see that there is a number of articles in here, and the bibliographic information about these papers is stored. So we have here the authors, the title, the journal, and so on. So if we go back to our document, we can now give the path to this reference database, and so it's called your bibtec file. And again, as for the figures, provide the name of the file or the path to the file without the file ending. And as bibliography style, we will start with alpha, but I'll show you a few changes to this in a second. So once we have done this, and hopefully LaTeX has found the file, we can now write here cite. And I can see that it has recognized the reference file by the fact that there is a number of references here now available. So I will just assume that Gintis is supporting my point here. Every good scientific text needs some references. Let's click on compile. And you will see at the end here now there's a bibliography or reference list created. And in the text up here, there is a reference created, GSB 01. And this is the correct reference according to this particular style, alpha, which is common in mathematics. So you have the letters of the authors and the date or the year of publication of the article. Yeah, so we could start adding more references now, but typically in biology, we would like to have a different reference style. And this is called the author year style. So we would like to this thing to appear something like Gintis 2001 in text, or Gintis 2001. Yeah, this is very easy. We just have to change the style file here. So if you want to have a different style for the references, You just change the bibliography style, and there's many websites that provide different styles for different journals. So if you want to have a particular style, you usually just have to look at which type of style or what is the name of the appropriate style file, then you can load it into your project. So we will use another style which is called Chicago. This is the so-called author year style. There is, however, one thing that you have to change. So if you move from the numerics to the author year styles, you should load one additional package, and this is the NutBib package. And this provides better support for this author year citations. So I write here NutBib. Then we also get we can directly introduce one additional option here. There is an option which is called bib.punct. And this option allows you to specify in NutBib, in really high detail how you want the references to appear. So this first bracket here tells you this is what I want to use as opening bracket, closing bracket. This is what I want between several references. I will use a semicolon for this. And this will tell it to use the author, nothing, and I want the year separated by a comma. So you can use this, but you can change this stuff also later if you want to. Try out what it makes. Okay, and if we have the NetBib, let's go back to our references reference here. So if we have the NetBib loaded, we can do this again. And it will write now by default Gintes et al. 2001. This is, however, not how I would like to the reference usually to appear at the end of a sentence. And so I can change this with the NetBib package now by write side P. So if you write side P, it will put the parenthesis like this, as like you would have it appear usually at the end of a sentence. If you want to have the citation as in the beginning or at the beginning of a sentence, you have the opposite command. You can just use cite, or more explicit would be to use cite T and say Cooper has a maybe comma, however, has a different opinion. If I do this, recompile, you will see here that the parentheses here are put as you would expect or hope for when it's at the beginning of the sentence. So the bottom line is you just use side P and side T, depending on whether you have this at the end or the beginning of the sentence. There are many other citations or many other authors that make similar claims. Okay, now I would like to cite 3 or 4 references together at the end of the sentence. So first of all, I will make a cite P. And let me cite Axelrod, Dembski, and Arkady. I think I didn't cite him either yet. So let's do this and compile. So if you want to have several references here together, just put them together here and they will be separated by semicolons like I specified before. What is also common is that you would like to add some additional text inside this parenthesis for the references. So the way to do this is to put in here 2 square brackets, And so basically everything that goes into the first square bracket will be displayed before the references, and everything that goes into the second square brackets goes after the references. So I could write here e.g. And maybe something else like, but not all say this directly. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but just to show you how it works. So e.g. Axelrod, blah, 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 but not all say this directly. So you have the option here to add additional modifiers. And this is, of course, very useful if you want to add citation modifiers such as but see or but or e.g. or confer. Yeah, this is basically it. This is how you add references. Maybe a last comment is that we included now these references as a BIP file. And so the normal workflow would be take your reference manager, export the file as a BIP file, as a BibTeX file, and then upload it to your project. But Overleaf also allows you to connect directly to a number of selected reference managers, in particular Mendeley or Zotero. So if you have organized your references in Mendeley or Zotero, you can also directly connect to Overleaf. And if you Google, you will find the links that will explain you how to do this.